This is a review on the Autoglym magic sponge. So these are really, if you do car valeting or even detailing I suppose, these are really handy to have. What I tend to do is, say like on kick plates, I'll put some all-purpose cleaner on there and wipe them, or if I have to lightly hoover them first with a brush, and then what I'll do is I'll dampen the magic sponge. I don't tend to dip it in, say, a bucket, because as soon as you apply a little bit of pressure, the water will come out of the sponge and it'll just go everywhere. But what I'll do is I'll spray water onto the sponge and a bit on the kick plate, and very gently, with hardly any pressure at all, just use the sponge. And what it's really handy, because it gets into all the crevices where you get like the build up, say, of mud. Where if you use if you spray it and just wipe it with a, say, microfiber, and once it dries, you'll notice it'll still be there, but this gets into all the little crevices. But you have to use minimal pressure. If it's on surfaces that are got like a natural shine, so like on some plastics, if you go too hard with the sponge, it can dull the shine, and so you have to be really careful there. But I use it so gently, and also if you put too much downward pressure, it'll probably more likely tear the sponge anyway. But they are really good sponges. I've used some other brands and they're just not as good. I'm not just saying that. These are because they're quite dense. You know, they last quite a while, and if you're gentle with them, they don't sort of tend to tear. But they're really really good to use. A lot of the time what I do is I'll go around with the hoover and a brush to pick up, you know, any loose dirt, all-purpose cleaner, wipe it with or agitate with a brush, and then wipe it with a microfiber, and then I'll let the areas dry off, and then I'll go round if I need to with the Autoglym magic sponge just for that final part, and it really does pick up the dirt in all the sort of crevices, because a lot of trims, they're not sort of dead, sort of flat. The surface, that is, you know, they're normally textured, and that's where you get the build up of sort of mud, dried mud. And I don't use it on leather seats or anything like that, it's just mainly plastics, but they're definitely well worth getting. I get these from an Autoglym rep. I think they come in a pack of 10. I can't think the cost off the top of my head, what they are, because I can't remember the last time. I think I probably bought 10 probably about 6 months ago, and I've got 2 left. But definitely well worth having. It's another really good product from Autoglym.